Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. We're going to wrap up now the discussion of the line of Saturn, and we're going to see the line in a different way. We've seen strong lines, and it's time now to see how the line can look, and of course, where it's going. Okay? So let's get started. All right. We're looking at the example here. Okay. I hope that's clear. All right. Now what we have here is a fate line. And it looks like there's another line coming up here. Of course, as a reminder, this is the heart line, headline, and lifeline. But we're focusing on this line here, fate line, or line of Saturn. Here we have a line that's coming out. This is an additional fate line. So you've got two. One is here. It gives out almost around the age of 40. But before that, it began here, cutting through. So this simply means that the person started off with one job, and then around the late 20s started another job. Wasn't as strong as this one, but something happened here. This started to weaken at the end, and this one comes in and goes strong, going in the right direction. Okay, when there's an additional line running near the Saturn line, it may indicate an additional career or avocation. So yes, another job, but it could be something totally different. Okay. On many hands, this could be from a midlife crisis, may be seen by the ending of the Saturn line and the appearance of another, often overlapping. Now, sometimes they run parallel when it comes in. In this case, this overlaps because it starts on this side and it crosses over and goes where it's going to go. This indicates a relatively easy shift into a new line of work at the age corresponding to the start of the new line. So if we wanted to time this, we can tell what age we're talking about. Late 20s. I say around age 28, because by the time we get here, we're in the 30s, early 30s. So about age 28, somewhere around here would be age 30. And by the time we get here, that's about 35. So that gives you an idea of what we're talking about. And then just goes on. So this ends. This happens quite frequently, so this is something that's relatively common. Now, on other hands, the Saturn line ends at a point corresponding to the age of 40 or 45. That could happen. That's kind of seen because that's thought of as a time period between 40 or 45. That's when you're starting to look at your life and you're thinking that you need to do something different. You're not satisfied. You can't put your finger on it, but you have a feeling of change is important for you at that time. And this is often accompanied by a series of small horizontal lines on the finger, but we'll see that a little later. All right, so I hope we're clear here. The additional line, always a good thing, not something that to be afraid of. All right, here we're looking at a weak fate line. And not only is the line weak, there's separation and it starts again. Separation starts again. Separation simply means there's a break from work, but the person comes back, giving it his best. The line is still a little weak, but I wouldn't say it's totally weak. But it's constant trying. It's like the person is making the effort, but things are not working. And as a result, There's uncertainty, not sure why this is happening, and then starting to question themselves in words like, is this for me? Maybe I'm doing the wrong job. Perhaps I need to make a change. I don't know what to change to. I think I give it my best. All of those kinds of questions come through the mind, okay? And then that same person may have horizontal lines on the lower flange of the index finger. Horizontal lines. That's frustration. And I can understand. Try, something happens. This could mean they left the job or they could have been fired. The point is they're not working. Same thing happens again. Same thing happens again. And here, this starts to thin out at the top. Line seems to get weaker. So those are the kinds of situations that many people go through. Now, when the line is broken like we have here, sometimes they come back with a straight line that's good or that's clear. And then sometimes not. But when this continues, I want to add this, it reveals several years of uncertainty and dissatisfaction until a new career path begins. And I haven't seen that yet. At least that's not in this example. Okay, let's go on. All right, here is the fate line or the line of Saturn with islands. The line is weak. It seems to start okay, but then there's a break, and then it tries again. There's a little break, and then the line is weaker, and then it gets even weaker. And here comes these two islands. Islands. Okay. So islands on the Saturn line reveal a need for greater focus of energy and ideas. Obstacles to a career are often indicated when you have these lines, these islands. It's like a chain of islands. Breaks on the line, and there are breaks, excuse me, reveal periods of transition and possible lack of career direction. They don't know where they want to go because the line is weak and the breaks there. I'd like to say they're trying, but the results are not good. So that's what we have here. And when that happens, we get this island. And that lets you know obstacles. Things just aren't working out. And that's a little unfortunate, but let's move on. Okay, this is our last one. And this one talks about the wavy line. Sometimes you have, it's like trying, but the wavy line is a sign of irregular participation in each career or direction. The person with a wavy Saturn line tends to be like a jack of all trades as opposed to a specialist in one or two fields. Okay? So it's like this person supposedly is very good, or they're saying they're very good, and they just know a little bit about many things, but they're not very good in anything, if I can put it that way. So your line could look like this, or you may see one, wavy line. That's what we're talking about when there is a wavy Saturn line. All right? So thus ends our lesson for this week. I hope you liked it. And it's just a different look at where we're going. So we will continue next week. And thanks for writing. Don't be afraid to send, don't hesitate to send a message, because I do respond to your messages. Well, have a good day. Thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Love and light. Love yourself. Bye.